Hi everyone, I'm Monica from Starburst. It's day 4 of launch week where we give you a sneak peek into the newest features that Starburst Galaxy has to offer, and today we are introducing warp speed and fault-tolerant execution. That's right, because it's the last day, and because both of these features are so awesome, we're giving you a 2-for-1 deal. Don't everyone thank me at once. Feature number 1, warp speed. Warp speed is the fastest way to run interactive analytics on your data lake with patented indexing technology for autonomous workload acceleration. By creating a smarter utilization of resources and automatically adding indexes and cache to your queries where it's appropriate, warp speed increases query speeds by an average of 40%. That results in runtimes that are a heck of a lot faster than before. Feature number 2, fault-tolerant execution, also known as FTE. Fault-tolerant execution mode enables batch workloads to easily ingest and transform data with Trino's new fault-tolerant execution architecture. Essentially, FTE allows long-running queries to be processed without failure. If an error does occur, FTE goes back and retries that specific task that failed, preventing you from having to restart the entire query. So you're probably wondering, why do we put these two features together? Because warp speed and FTE are cluster types that let you scale and optimize your workloads as efficiently as possible by tailoring the cluster to your type of workload. Along with offering different cluster types, Galaxy also has other features like cluster sizing and auto-scaling that let you maintain a flexible infrastructure instead of over-provisioning your environment or getting stuck in the same settings for all of your workloads because it's too difficult to change. In this video, we're going to see warp speed's magic firsthand. Let's get started. First, we're going to walk through how to create an accelerated cluster using warp speed on Starburst Galaxy, and then we're going to test it out to see some of the performance benefits that users can get out of accelerated clusters. In my accelerated cluster, I have my data lake catalog, which points to S3 as the data source. If we go to the clusters page, we can see that I have configured 2 different extra small clusters, both a non-accelerated cluster and an accelerated cluster, so that we can view the two side by side. To create that accelerated cluster, all I had to do was add my cluster name, choose the data lake catalog, select my cloud region, and then choose accelerated as the execution mode. I then selected my cluster type and then hit create cluster. Navigating to the query editor, you can see that there are 2 different tabs. One tab is going to run a query on the accelerated cluster, and the other tab is going to run the same query on a non-accelerated cluster. The table we are using in the data lake is a rideshare dataset that has around 27 billion rows. I'm now going to run that first query against the non-accelerated cluster. I'll spare you some of the details so that you don't have to wait here with me, and we'll skip ahead to the end. As a query finishes, you notice that the elapsed time on the query is pretty long. Now let's go to the other tab and run the same query on the accelerated cluster. You can sit here with me for this one live. Look at the elapsed time is much faster in comparison to the other query that we just ran. One more cool thing is that if you navigate to the query history, you can go in and view more details about each of the queries executed on either cluster. And you can also see the index and cache usage for each query. Let's look at the difference of CPU time versus the non-accelerated cluster versus the accelerated cluster. So this is a good time to mention that by adding warp speed, you can either increase your query speeds as we saw in this demo, or you can query more data at your current latency. Thank you so much for joining us for launch week. Follow us on social channels to stay up to date with what's going on in Starburst. Check out all of our awesome announcements throughout the week at starburst.io/launchweek. And we are giving away exclusive swag packs for a few lucky winners.